November 1979. The site was explored by Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo on October 9th, 1542, and named Puente Vicente Bante Maria by Captain George Vancouver in 1793. Wait a minute. October 9th, 1542. Placed in service by the U.S. Lighthouse Service on May 1st, 1926, it was renamed Point Vicente by the Pacific Geographical Society in 1933. What else does it say? Operation was transferred to the U.S. Coast Guard in 1939. Radio distress signal monitoring capability was added in 1942, dedicated as a historical site this 17th day of November 1979. Yep. So here's a 10-9 moment for me right here. October 9th, 1542. This site was explored by Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. 10-9, 1542. You see that? October 9th. October 9th, 1542, baby. That's 10-9 for you. So last night I started searching for flights, tickets to other countries, and I quickly discovered that, or I quickly realized that I don't have a lot of money, and I can't really just jump up and fly off to somewhere. Even if I use my points, I can get some pretty cheap flights, but I'm really curious as to where those, I'm particular about where those flights are gonna lead me. And you know, I want to get a lot of travel in, so I want to hit a few countries. I don't want to just use all of my points and end up in one country. I want to use my points to get to one country that may put me in another country, you know, a layover. For instance, there's a flight from LA to Guatemala that has like an 11-hour layover in Panama. That would be pretty cool. But then once I'm in Guatemala, I want to get to Costa Rica, because in Costa Rica, I can stay there for free. So the idea is just to get to Costa Rica, but hopefully stopping at other countries on the way so I can get some other, you know, travel in. Anyway, as I said, it's, yeah, I don't have a lot of money. So just trying to hit more countries on the same trip is difficult because of the money situation. So after looking at flights last night, I decided, well, I can't go anywhere. Don't have any money. I will have a lot of time on my hands, but not enough money. And this is the situation so many people find themselves in. But anyway, what I decided to do is go out and enjoy California. And so that includes visiting a botanical garden in Palos Verdes. And what can I say about Palos Verdes and this experience? Like, you really have to be prepared for it. I guess I am more prepared for it now than ever, but you have to be prepared for it because there's a lot of trauma linked to just driving around Los Angeles. Lots of trauma in that experience that I should talk about. So that's the next topic. Anyhow, this is me enjoying California because I don't think I'm going anywhere, you know, during the vacation, during the summer months. And this is me enjoying the California adventure. Peace. All right, so I'm sitting here at this botanical garden, and like let me focus over here. I'm sitting at this botanical garden, and 2 hummingbirds came from this direction over here, and they flew up. It was like they were fighter jets, you know, like fighting, chasing after each other, but they were so close to each other. They flew up, and they changed their flight path around me, but when they flew up, it was like they were flying directly toward me, and then they shifted together and shot off to the right. So I was, my heart was a little pounding a little bit. It was, you know, an exciting moment, adrenaline rush. It was like, whoa, are you kidding me? Like, whoa, are they gonna hit me? Like, ah! Like that. And then they have this little bug, this not bug, but this little it's like squirrel type of animal. I just saw him burrow into the ground, dig a hole, and then after he used his face and his hands to dig into the ground, then he turned around and squatted in it. It's a little clean little fella because he created his own little potty, a little toilet area. At least that's what I think he was doing, unless it's a she and she was giving birth, but I don't know. Now the kids are showing up. They're on their field trip and all. It's a beautiful experience. Hey. So I kind of had this impression that because a lot of these kids are like Latino, Asian, and white, and we're over here in Palos Verdes, I kind of had the impression that they were like well behaved, and you know, and their teachers didn't, you know, weren't reprimanding them, and you know, whatever. And then I heard a kid say, "Oh shit," and then repeated, "Oh shit." So I'm like, oh look, yeah, they're picking up some bad habits. They're learning to curse. That's cool. Some profanity. All right. But then I also heard a kid say something about him wanting to kill a bee. Like, oh man, is that a bee? I'm gonna kill it. And I'm like, these experiences in these botanic gardens, these field trips, and you know, the lessons that these kids should be learning should be about, you know, respecting life, loving life, and not harming living beings. And so to hear that come from a kid, it's like, where, dude, come on, man, that's not it. I mean, bees are important. If the bees die, we die. And then the other thing is, you know, those video games that kids are playing all the time that involve a lot of killing, you know, they're learning to kill and not respect, you know, living creatures before they learn to love and appreciate, you know, nature and stuff like that. Just my 2 cents at the Botanic Gardens. That's all. Just my 2 cents. I think I'm gonna get the membership so I can come back throughout the year at any time. $15 is the admission fee, but then, yeah, this is a cool enough experience. Bring a book and just relax, sit at one of the many benches out here, and then just enjoy the day. When you have time, of course. That's a jacaranda tree right behind me. Peace. Yeah, so for basically $15, you get a vacation. Sure, there are little kids running around destroying flowers, especially the roses. I saw a kid just reach in and then grab a rose and then throw it in the air and say, "I'm a flower girl," even though I'm a boy. But I mean, the idea that he just grabbed the flower, plucked it, and then threw the petals into the air, and he did this, you know, repeatedly. Look at me, I'm a flower girl, but I'm a boy. And then all the other kids laughed as well. Like, there was something missing from that, the care and the appreciation of that flower's life, you know, or the respect for living things. But they are kids. But they were unsupervised. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm sitting on this little bench here. This bench that was dedicated to Nancy Asper Froment. She died in 2014. And all of this, you get to sit in this, sit on this bench under a canopy of branches. Little sunlight opening there. That's some artwork of a bald eagle right there, made from trash, discarded materials, and so forth and so on. So I don't know where I'm headed. I don't have a map. I'm just wandering around. There's a road here to follow. When I go inside under the trees, I feel like I've been transported to Costa Rica or Africa. Not as hot as either one of those locations, but it just feels that way. Took my jacket off. It's a little hot, but it's beautiful over here. Beautiful. Man, the birds. I just saw a hawk. Wow. Jeez. Says this is the white floss silk tree. This thing is massive. The trunk is massive, and then the roots must equally be massive. It's not the cutest or most attractive trunk. Looks like it's all pimply with these little pieces that are jutting out. Probably deters any critters from crawling up or climbing its trunk. But I wonder, when was it planted here, or how long has it been here? It's like, this thing is prehistoric. Well, nice little bench to sit on and enjoy. Over here, not far from where I saw the that bird, the hawk or falcon or something. Is it still up there? Yeah, he's still up there, still perched up there. There he is. When you gonna fly away, buddy? I want to see you fly. No? You're not gonna take off now? Okay. You're like me, just enjoying the time, chilling. Okay. All right, dude, peace. So if you want to have this experience, just you're gonna have to make your way here. If you have a car, you can just drive, use GPS on your cell phone to find where this is. The Botanical Garden, South Coast Botanic Garden or something like that in Palos Verdes. Make sure you eat before you start your adventure, because you probably get hungry. They had a, what is it, a porta potty, portable latrine, a porta potty over here along the way. I didn't see many restrooms though, but they do have a restroom at the entrance. So yeah, just go ahead and drive on out here. It's $15 per adult for admittance, unless you pay for an annual membership, and then all your subsequent trips can be free. But yeah, in California, what is there to do? You gotta find some time to fit in the botanic gardens. There might be some kids around on a field trip, but other than that, it's a big area, enough of an area to keep walking and find find a bench to sit on and find some peace. You know, that's what this is about, finding some peace and just sitting and meditating. That's a little booth right there for information. It's not open right now. Today is Thursday. So there you go. They're working. Plenty of work trucks, work vehicles passing by and all. It's not quiet, not perfectly quiet, but you can definitely enjoy yourself and enjoy the bugs. The bugs haven't annoyed me. There aren't any mosquitoes or anything like that. I have a short sleeve shirt on. I took my jacket off. Weather's nice. There are some bees around, but they're just working. They're not minding you. Some birds, beautiful hummingbirds around, everything. It's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. Peace. Reminds me of the jungles of Costa Rica. Or maybe even Havana, Cuba. Maybe not Havana, but Matanzas for sure. It started with a bit of overcast, and it was a little chilly. Now the sun is out, it's pretty hot. So I was gonna switch into my sweatshirt, but I'm glad I didn't. I have a light thin windbreaker on. That's all I need. It's around my waist right now, actually. So, man, this is, I wanna come here every morning and go for a jog. You know, it's like canyon running for the next 2 months. That's my idea. Either keep the shoes I have, the Nikes, or get a new pair of Nike Air and just come here every day. Got to get the membership first though. So, yep. Oh, don't think I've ever been here. Point Vicente, city of Rancho Palos Verdes, recreation parks and recreation department. So I don't know. A lighthouse is over here. Plus the ocean. All right, man, this is just magnificent. No wonder everyone loves California. You get stuck in LA proper, in the city, and you see it one way, but then you come over here, just a short drive, and you see it a completely different way. This is what it's all about. I would love to be in that water swimming. So you have to probably swim out there a little bit of a ways. But look at all that kelp. Man, that kelp could be farmed and it can be eaten. You know, the Asians would love that. Heck, I'd love it too. Sea moss and kelp and everything. Boy, oh boy, that's some good, healthy eating right there. From Mother Nature, Mother Sea. Unless it's contaminated by the sewage coming from Santa Monica or Venice or somewhere. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know how California works. But I'm just saying, that's like, it's kind of a fear. It would be contaminated. Man, that's gorgeous. Where's the sun? The sun is way up over there. It is way up. November 1979. The site was explored by Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo on October 9th, 1542, and named Puente Vicente Bante Maria by Captain George Vancouver in 1793. Wait a minute. October 9th, 1542. Placed in service by the U.S. Lighthouse Service on May 1st, 1926, it was renamed Point Vicente by the Pacific Geographical Society in 1933. What else does it say? Operation was transferred to the U.S. Coast Guard in 1939. Radio distress signal monitoring capability was added in 1942, dedicated as a historical site this 17th day of November 1979. Yep. So here's a 10-9 moment for me right here. October 9th, 1542. This site was explored by Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. 10-9, 1542. You see that? October 9th. October 9th, 1542, baby. That's 10-9 for you. Trying to get a nice shot of the lighthouse, y'all. There we go. It's pretty decent. There's the lighthouse. So as far as I can get, as close as I can get. Oh man, what a day, what a day. A 10-9 day. I found a 10-9 connection. This will forever be part of my mental, my mind in California. Beautiful stuff, beautiful connection. I love it. $15.42. $15.42, y'all. Yes, yes.
Here, let me get out of your way so we can take a picture.
All right, so this the Terranea resort here. This is where Marineland used to be.
Move. Get beside. Make way. Make way.
This is where the Marineland used to be. And so now it's a resort. You can come up here with the guests, hang out, get some drinks, enjoy your day, and have a good time. That's what it's about. So there's not a lot of parking, and I just happened to get lucky. When I pulled in, someone was pulling out, and the parking's free. They have free public parking very close to the resort. Make a short walk to all the fun stuff. You can come here, park, and then go for a hike. The hike will be free. Parking is free. All of that will be free. If you want a kayak, you have to pay $150 for a 3-hour tour. Yep. So you can book everything online. Hello. My grandmother brought me here maybe 11 years ago. I didn't know what all was around in this vicinity, but I was able to go inside of the church. It wasn't open the day that my grandmother and I visited. I was able to go inside this time and see it in all its glory. California, who knew? There's so much beauty here. Who knew? The one thing that's so interesting about this glass house and the foundation who maintains it and the person it's dedicated to is that we're in a capitalist society. People have to sell things in order to survive, and it's a dog-eat-dog world, and all this sort of garbage. And then, you know, highly sexualized society and so forth and so on. Wars, drugs, all of that. But then you got this dude who impacted so many lives, and basically his thing is, his philosophy is a basic African principle. It's just be, just live, you know, and enjoy life. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. As I'm reading this, God is love and wisdom itself. I mean, you know, we are called to be vessels of love. I mean, that's just fundamentally what we're supposed to be, you know. But we complicate it with all of these modern races to be first to do this and that, but when it boils down to it, we are natural beings, nature. That's what this is all about. So, and then in order for us to recalibrate and get some understanding, we come back to nature rather than stay in our cubicles and our offices and what have you in that rat race and all. Those are my thoughts. Peace. The view from the Thai restaurant. So now it's time for a car wash. Some here. Fixed the side mirror.